Welcome to my Atari nostalgia trip, and for the next stop in my Bracy weather Bitmap Brothers tour, I will be playing Gods, released in 1990. And here I will be taking the role of Hercules and I must scour the depths of an ancient city in search for immortality. And the game asks me, do I have what it takes to be a god? Well, to be honest, probably not, since I haven't played this in 3 decades, so there will be mostly very embarrassing gameplay again, I fear, but I am going to have a go nonetheless to see how well this game holds up today for me. Let's have a go.
Into the waterfall. Into the waterfall. Into the waterfall. Into the waterfall.
And here we are, and in typical Bitmap Brothers style, we start with an intro with very nice graphics and some nice digital music by Nation 12 again, just like in Speedball 2, and they're both accompanying the layout of the background story, or sort of something hinting to the background story, because the background story was also on the back of the box in the manual, I think. But this looks really nice and polished, I must say. And you can skip the intro if you want to in the game. We are going to look and listen to it a bit right now, and of course I'm talking over it now, but I will shut up for a bit to let the intro play. And if you want to skip to the gameplay in my video, remember all my videos are fully indexed, so you can just use the chapters in YouTube to skip this and go to the gameplay if you want to. But I'm going to sit here and listen to it for a bit. Yeah, I don't really like how they synchronize the showing of the credits with the music. Nicely done by Richard Joseph, who also did the effects and music for Speedball 2.
Into the waterfall.
And even though it says Into the Wonderful right on screen, I always heard the lyrics as Into the Waterfall, only to complain later that I never saw any waterfall in this game. So I guess I wasn't the brightest kid back then, many times I guess. But I guess I can forgive myself, and after the intro it continues to load the game, which gives us the options menu, which is either to begin our quest or enter a password. And the password system was sort of a replacement for save games, so after you completed a whole world you would get a password, so you can use the password to start in world number 2, 3 or 4, or level 2, 3 or 4, and of course there's 4 levels with 3 worlds and an end level boss each. Which doesn't sound like too much, but the game is difficult enough to keep you occupied for a very frustratingly long time. And I'm playing a cracked version, which means the passwords are already there, but I'm not going to use them. I am going to begin a quest, and I do have a sort of god mode cheat enabled. So I am already a god when starting the game, so I hope you can forgive me for cheating. But I want to sort of be able to show you some parts of the game and be able to talk about it without constantly dying. And of course when you start the game, the first thing you have to do is really pick up the weapons, because you have nothing. And right off the bat I must say the graphics look really nice. I mean, the game, you can see they made some sacrifices. While I just kill these guys for a bit and have a nice apple. And you can see they made some compromises by choosing several shades of grey and sort of shades of brownish to make the graphics look smooth, which sort of makes the game look a bit like duochromatic. But I think they found the right balance between sort of making the game still colorful enough without it having starting to look cartoonish. And I'm playing really, really bad. If I were playing without cheats, I would have probably already lost a life right now. So now you know why I have them enabled. And there's another bad guy there, and yeah, the enemies always spawn at the same time. So if you practice the game a lot, you can better predict where enemies actually are going to be. And of course, at the bottom, it will constantly give you hints about stuff that you... Oh wait, I should... Okay. Should use the inventory system to get my stuff. And I'm already being hampered a bit by the game mechanics, especially the controls. And I shouldn't go here, sorry, I should jump on that high. I mean, the jump mechanics is stuff people are mostly complaining about. And I will get back to the frustrating controls in this game. Why is that? I have no idea why I was not hitting that guy. Let's get that diamond and get up. But yeah, I mean, the game and all Bitmap Brothers game look somewhat alike because they chose the same system of using multiple shades of gray and then multiple shades of a different color to make the graphics look sort of nice. So they all look a bit less colorful than other games, but I think they got it right, so I can forgive them. Okay. No, I didn't want to do that. See, now I dropped my key because I was trying to do something that's not possible. If you get down to avoid the enemies... Yeah, and these you can destroy, but you see 3 switches here, and that's sort of the first puzzle of the game. You have to only move this one. If you move the other 2 as well, you don't have the right combination, and yeah, basically I don't know what they really are, but the things that destroy you are in your way. And there's multiple doors here, and I think I cannot open this one yet. See, I can't open this door because I don't have a key, which means I have to get through this one first because I do have a key of this one. Yeah, and this game now looks fairly easy, but remember I have cheats enabled. And the controls are sort of hampering you in destroying the enemies, and I will, because I think after this door is the end of the first world in this level. So I will go through that first, and then... Yeah, and I have sort of triple sword weapon. See, now the door opens. And I have completed World 1, but with cheating, so I don't want to congratulate myself too much here. And the sound effects in this game are actually pretty... Oh, and I already, sorry, finished the world, so let's get going. The sound effects in this game are actually pretty default. It was the same in Speedball 2. In this case, because it's not really an action-packed game, it's not as bad. I was not as annoyed by it as I was in Xenon 2. But still, they are pretty default. They could have done a little bit better, I guess. And it's one of the things that put me off a little bit from the game when I was younger. But yeah, it's sort of... I guess they are sort of okay for the game that it is. And where do I have to go? I can't jump up here. No, I think I have to go around here. No. I keep losing where I have to go in this game. But I guess it's here. And you can see that you can jump quite far. Let's get some diamonds for points. Which is also a bit of a mistake because I think I have to be up there indeed. But yeah, this gives me some health, I guess. I have to get up here and then jump to that platform, and that was too early. So it's a typical platformer which requires quite some timing. And I guess this is far enough now. Or is it just from... Yeah, that was the one. See, it does take some practice and some yeah, you get to feel the controls. this one is opening a door. I don't think that was the wisest thing to do. I opened the trapdoor and made the treasure chest fall down. No, I want this key. And leave the ceramic vase because I have no idea what to use it for. That was the chest I needed. Is this the door where I already went? I think so. Let's go here then. Okay. So let's talk about how much I like this game, because this is a very different game than the other Bitmap Brothers games I've played. They were much more action-packed. This one is fairly simple. Ah, yeah. Now I summon the shopkeeper, so we get another shop. I always think this is some sort of thing that makes me freeze, but it just freezes because the shopkeeper has to arrive and you can buy lots of stuff. I have no idea what all of this is. So let's just get some. This is freezes all aliens. Nah, I want something with knife. I want something powerful. This is a throwing star. That sounds nice. Replaces the knife. Yeah, I don't care. Let's do that. Alright. Oh, I can buy quite a lot of these. Okay. And what I have more? I don't know what all these things do. So let's just spend the rest on chicken. Because who doesn't like chicken? You can never have too much chicken drumsticks. And of course after that we are into World 3 of level 1. Which I would have never reached if I were to, if I wasn't cheating. I will freely admit that. That guy just jumped past my weapon, what the hell? And back in the day I didn't play it much as a kid, and there's still something about this game that I really don't like, which we need to talk about, which is the game controls. I mean, apart from the fact that I was never really into platformers, and the controls of this game are just really clunky, and I know they had to work with a single button joysticks, which compromises a lot, but it's just, I mean, there's so many things in the game that that are just, I don't know. For instance, I can use my weapon when jumping, but when I get down, I can't use it because it goes into the inventory system, and which for me doesn't make any sense. And when I'm actually moving down, I can't even move. If I'm crouching here, I can't move back and forward. I can just only sit there being vulnerable, which, yeah, I don't know. Was that really necessary? Hang on, I have to kill this guy, otherwise. And it's I don't know. It makes no sense to me. And I mean, while using my weapon, also changing direction sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or it's just part of a game. I don't really know. And oh, I shouldn't jump on that one. Normally I would have died right now. And of course, once I jump, I have absolutely no control over my character, so he just jumps the same distance and I can't change anything about it. So if I jump somewhere and the screen starts scrolling and there's an enemy there, that's it, I'm done for. And I don't know, I feel they could have made better choices. Although I have to admit, I wouldn't really know how much better they would, but also I can't jump straight up. So I can only jump in a direction. So if I want to jump and fire, I have to jump towards the enemy, which, I don't know, it just doesn't make that much sense. So here, yeah, I'm jumping towards the wall. But if you want to just jump and fire, it's impossible. And if you want to avoid the enemy bullets by sitting down, yeah, you can avoid them, but you cannot change direction anymore. So it's and I can't move while I'm firing. And yeah, I don't know, all those things make you die a lot without. Oh, Wait, I have to open this trapdoor. They make you die a lot in the game in a very, very frustrating way. That's one of the reasons why I enabled this cheat. And it's just, I don't know, it kind of I wouldn't say it ruins the game, because don't get me wrong, I think the game is still pretty good. But it compromises the fun so much, more than I wanted to. And let's get to these trapdoors. There's probably some enemy there, yeah, of course. Here again, boom, I just fall down. Also, while falling, you cannot grab onto a ladder or anything. You are immediately gone. Nope. That, I did not mean to do that. Well, that switch did something, but... Oh, there's also a key here again. A world key, well, how about that? And apparently that was the key to this trapdoor, because it opened as soon as I got the key. I already had thrown the switch. And I think this is the end of the world door. Yeah, but I mean, the game looks so nice. Also, the scrolling is done so nice. So, all the things I explained about the controls being clunky and the choices they made, it's a bit of a shame, because technically this game is so well done. Although I will say, we are about to witness quite a... I would say, yeah, one of the more boring boss fights on the ST. And since I've got cheats, I'll just fire I will not bother dodging his enemy bullets. So this is not the best part of the game, but it has good looks, it has a nice build-up, it has adequate multi-directional scrolling, which was really not easy to do on the ST. But yeah, the concept of this Arcady-puzzle-platformer, as nice as the game may be, it is sort of heavily compromised by the controls that are, yeah, basically make you fall down a lot. And well, that was a key for the chest. More goodies. And I think if you go up here, you end level 1. You summon the shopkeeper one last time, so we can get more chicken. But yeah, the controls sort of, they compromise the fun in the game. And I will say, I am actually enjoying the game a lot here, but that's mainly because I have the cheat enabled. So I am not experiencing the really, really frustrating deaths as a result of the clunky controls. Magic axe, that sounds good. Which also costs a lot of money. Starburst, why not? But I'm not going to go into the next world too much. I mean, the game gives me some mixed feelings. And I don't want to sound too negative, because I still think this is a great game that everybody should have a go at. And I feel I could get really addicted to it even without cheats. Just be prepared to spend quite some time getting to grips with the clunky controls. And I think what I like most about this game actually is the same thing I like about doing this Bitmap Brothers tour, which is that with every game I play, I can clearly see that took another step up in technical ability. And almost every game had something special about it that made us talk about it back in the day. It's just such a shame that their talents were mostly in the style department and less in gameplay. And it kind of hurts me to think just how fantastic these games might have been if they improved their controls and gameplay just as much as they did the rest. I mean, crikey, that would have blown the competition right away. And with that thought, I would like to thank you for watching.